or at least I joined the academy by the end of March. I think February was one of my best months, and I was like 5,000. Right now, I'm going to tell you this month is probably my first 10,000, 10K at least dollars a month, which is crazy. I really like the community because the Wins chat, we have the Discord group. In the Wins chat, every day people, hey, discovery booked, or at least meeting booked, client closed. I was like, also want to be in that situation, and I also want to post my wins.
Hi guys, it's Marcus here. So you're about to watch another student interview with Matteo here from the Ad Academy. Matteo is literally 19 years old and he's just gone from 1,000 to 10,000 per month with his marketing agency. Roll the video. I don't want to spoil anything. This one's an absolute banger. So Matteo, the first place I always like to start is give everybody a bit of a background in terms of where you're at. What is it that you actually do?
Actually, I run social media marketing agency based, or at least we work with e-commerce clients. We have two sides of the agency. Of course, we have the social media marketing side, especially focused on Facebook ads, but also I have a website design and development side on the business. I started with website design and development, but then I saw, okay, actually I can help, or at least I had a problem because once I finished on the website, I had no more clients, or at least it was a one-time thing. So I started developing, or at least thinking about new ideas, or how can I work with this client for many months and not just a one-time thing. So then I also incorporate the social media side of the business. And right now we are doing both. It's actually like 50% and 50%. I only work with e-commerce clients right now.
Fantastic. And again, for a bit of context for everybody else, if you don't mind sharing, kind of what country are you from and how old are you?
Yeah. I am 19 now. I'm Italian, but now I live in Switzerland since I think it's now seven years or something. Of course, I'm still very near Italy. Yeah, I'm 19. Actually, I started my agency, or at least I started as a freelancer 1.5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, I was a minor, so it's definitely more than 1 year. Yeah, I started doing website, then I got some clients. I was doing fine, not doing well, but just fine. I remember the first time I got paid was super happy. I think it got paid like $60. I was like, whoa, yeah, I'm earning money. Now it's completely different. I have serious clients. I'm getting paid. This morning I closed a $2,700 client. How can I say, the journey has been like crazy. Sometimes I have to remind myself of how long or how good things are going now.
You only ever realize that once you look back at kind of where you started and where you were about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
And talking about the client that you signed this morning, I mean, give everybody a bit of an idea, kind of. So when about did you join the academy? Where were you at in terms of revenue wise for the business, and where are you at now? And literally the last 48 hours, I think you've added like an extra
Yeah.
5 point something thousand.
I don't know.
Yeah, for everybody.
Or at least I joined the academy 3 months ago. I think it was the by the end of March, something like that. And I was in a strange situation because I was actually doing good. I think February was one of my best months, and I was like 5,000. Of course, it's not huge, but it was good month. And then I got momentum, but I stopped doing my emails. I'm using, or at least I'm doing cold emails for outreach. I stopped that. I don't know what happened. I lose some clients. And I think in March, I did like 1,000, or it was a very bad month. And that's when I joined the academy. Very good decision, I would say, because right now it's doing way better. But I remember that the first month, so April, actually immediately I closed like 2 or 3 new clients. And of course, some clients are still working with me because it's just 3 months. But I remember like in the first month, I already go back to like 4 or 5K. And then from that, it's just upwards. Yeah. So right now, last 48, or at least last 3 days, were incredibly good. I closed like three clients. Right now, I'm going to tell you this month is probably my first 10,000, 10K at least dollars a month, which is crazy. I was thinking that I will felt different, or at least I will felt super happy. Of course, I'm happy, but it is what it is.
It's just another week, another month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so crazy, bro. I remember the same thing for us as well. It's just like, oh, all right, cool, let's get back to work.
Exactly.
But it's absolutely nuts to think that you're only 19 years old, brother. You started about a year and a half ago,
Mhm.
and when you joined, you were at about 1,000, and now you're hitting your first 10K month, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. But again, it's just a number on the screen. Really and truly is, what does it actually get you, right? What does it allow you to do? And I think, is it true that you went on holiday only about a month or two ago, right? If I remember correctly, or you're traveling?
Uh, no, I was struggling, but for what? For
I think you were traveling back home, and then you had the one client, which was like the bag client, who then I think initially signed up
yeah.
after you got back.
Actually,
Um,
I haven't signed that client yet.
oh, you
But
haven't? He hasn't signed up yet. Okay, that's another
no,
one in
no,
the bag.
no.
No pun intended. Right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, fantastic. So one thing that I wanted to ask then, because I'm sure people are curious then, right? So I wanted to give a bit of a context for people, right? In terms of, where were you at? Where are you now? Which just sounds fantastic, right? You went from 1,000 to 10,000 in about 3 months after joining the academy. Now, if you were to give somebody a piece of advice, like what's the main thing that's helped you get here? What do you think? Anything that you picked up from us at the academy? What has helped you achieve this goal?
I would say, first of all, I really like the community because the Wins chat, we have the Discord group. In the Wins chat, every day people, hey, discovery booked, or at least meeting booked, client closed. I was like, also want to be in that situation, and I also want to post my wins. So I think the community is a good thing. I met some really nice guy, met new friends. Second, I really think that like a change in my mentality. For example, in outreach, if I was doing everything myself, but I used to send like 20 emails per day, something like that. Right now I'm sending like 100 per day, or at least 80 to 100, which is of course, the results will be better, or at least I will faster results. So just the mentality on how to run my business, and also thinking this is a real business, I have to make money. But one thing that I really like is, of course, the support from you guys. You're not alone in this. We have Frankie, Andre, now Josh. The help that or at least the support that I received was really cool. And one thing that also I really liked is that, for example, before joining, I had problem with outreach and booking meetings. Probably also because I was sending few emails. My script wasn't that good. One thing that I really like is that we created the script together. As I said, I'm sending cold emails. I joined the academy. You don't said, hey, Matteo, here's the script, do this. Because also how can I say, you really don't know what is going to work, but you understand how the outreach process works. So we sat down, we said, okay, what are you doing? You read my script, we can improve this. So we kind of created from scratch. And now I have my personal outreach, which probably nobody is using, and it's working really well. So this with you, with Andre, we really sat down and we both created. I said, well, I like this one. You told me, yeah, I like this one.
Change it ever so slightly, right?
Like, you don't have like a prepared script, or at least you have some reference, but you understand how the actual outreach process works. And of course, that you can adapt it to whatever situation. And that's what I really liked. Probably with service delivery, sometimes I had with Leighton and then Josh, you guys give me good support. Probably then it's just the community. When you're around winners, you'll be a winner. So
So you surround yourself. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Matteo. That's really nice to hear, by the way. And yeah, it kind of made me just realize, like, I think that's why so many of our students actually get results, is because we don't just send you guys a script to be like, right, copy and paste, because everybody does that. And then therefore every student copies and pastes the same script. And then it doesn't work so much. Whereas for us, we give you guys like the template and the structure. We get you to understand why outreach works and how it works. And then you fill in the gaps and we help you kind of put together that script. So really good. All right, awesome, Matteo. So that's where you're at now then. You're 19 years old, you're making 10K a month, which is fantastic. What are your next steps? What are your next goals? Where are you heading towards?
Now it's, of course, I want to scale even higher. I'm thinking of, or at least I think that's correlated with scaling higher, working with less clients, but a bigger client, of course, and also project that I actually like working on or with, and also project that I see, or at least clients that I see a real growth opportunities. Because I have clients where I don't like the clients, I don't like the brand, but of course, I'm still working and I'm still doing a good job. But I think to actual scale and reach 20K per month, 50K per month, whatever. I actually need to go in that, at least in that way. Then probably I will start focusing a little bit more on myself, like trying and become a better person, at least self-development. Because lately I've been working quite hard, and maybe also go to the gym a little bit more often, and taking a bit of time for myself. Also, I would like to hire a team, just outsource more stuff, but that's for the next chapter. Right now, I like what I've done so far.
So proud of you, brother. One last question from me to you, by the way. And I think most people that are watching this will be in the mindset of like, I just want to make that 10K a month. I just want to hit that goal of making 10 grand a month. What would you say to somebody, or how would you explain to somebody how you feel now that you have hit that kind of milestone of 10K a month? And what kind of advice would you give to them? Like, should they really care about the 10K a month, or should they just focus on what's important and they'll get there? What would you say to somebody?
Of course, I'm happy, but I really don't feel any different from. There are many thoughts about this. I agree with you have to become a different person. So you really have to do things different. You cannot reach 10K doing the same stuff that you were doing before. And that's for sure. On a business level, I can say that for a long time, I was like every day, okay, 10K, visualize, meditate, whatever. I think those things are important. I still do them. But lately, for example, the last week, and probably I hit 10K because of the client that I closed in the last 3 days, because otherwise I wouldn't have it 10K. And for the last week, 10K wasn't even on my mind. I was like, okay, I have to work, I have this client, I have to do this. Then I had a meeting, I had this. And then I was like, oh, wait, I hit 10K. Wow. I haven't, then I was, oh yeah, it's real, fine. Finally. But for example, no, it wasn't on my mind. I really haven't think about that. One thing that I can say that for sure it will help you massively, or at least scale, hit 10K, or actually achieving good results, is really care about your client. Every client that I work with, even if it's a bad client, I don't like the owner, or I don't like the brand, I still do 100% of what I can do. And usually they're always happy. Having good relationship with your client, as I said, really care about the brand. And also, this is something that I find myself good at it, but just be a good friend, or at least not always have the client and business or B2B relationship. Just say, hey, how are you doing today? Is it all fine? Just be a good friend, and usually it pays back. At least that's the relationship I have with my clients, and usually they're always happy. I'm happy. Sometimes we always have problems, but I have good relationship with my clients. I know I'm also with sales, because lately I've been quite good at sales. It helps you like massively, closing deals and meeting new people.
You've been absolutely on fire, mate. Yeah, you've been absolutely on fire. I think you were 3 for 4 of the last like 4 sales calls.
This month I closed 3 out of 4, and the fourth one, to be honest, it's not a no. I'm waiting for their response. They are thinking about that, so okay, maybe it's good. Or I don't know.
And to wrap it up, the crazy thing is, Matteo, word for word, what you just said, to when I asked you the question of what would you say to somebody about who's looking to get to that 10K goal, 10K a month goal, word for word is basically what I said. I've done a podcast about 2 years ago when I hit that milestone as well. And it's crazy because I said those two same things. Number one, I didn't really think about the 10K a month. You just kind of hit it. But all I actually switched my focus to was making sure the customers and the client's journey was as good as it can be. And all of a sudden, the number just appears because you focus on what actually is important, which is making sure the client has a great journey and a great customer service, right? Which is absolutely crazy, because you said the same thing. And I think maybe if anybody's listening to this who's just starting out, and they might be like, for fuck's sake, like, where is the script? Where is the outreach method? And where is this? The thing is that, well, it's in the academy. But really and truly, it comes down to those two things that we just said, right? Making sure that the customer is as happy as they can be. In order to get the customer, join the academy will help you set appointments. I think setting appointments for you now is definitely not an issue.
I think I can still do better. At the moment, it's not necessary, because it means that I also have to hire new people for service delivery, which of course I'm going to do because I want to scale. But yeah, definitely outreach and booking meetings, it's not a problem anymore.
This is so good to hear. Cool, Matteo. Well, one thing that we're looking to implement with the Academy, we haven't started it just yet, but I think we want to start it in the next couple of months, is for every single one of our students who hits 10,000 a month, We want to fly out to wherever you want to go, whether it's your country or you want to go to wherever. We want to go celebrate it. All kind of paid for, inclusive party, and just go celebrate your success, man. So yeah, you're one of the first people to be invited to this. So we'll look forward to figuring that out where we go. But cool, guys, everybody watching this video, I'm going to leave the links below to Matteo's Instagram. Where do you want people to find you on if you want people to find you?
Usually Instagram. I'm not so active anymore, but usually it's Instagram.
See, that's another green flag. You don't care about social media. You're just focused on your business and focus on what actually matters. So, but cool, guys. I'll leave Matteo's Instagram below. Feel free to reach out to him, ask him any questions. Please don't bombard him. I'm sure he's a busy guy. So, absolutely pleasure to have you on. I'm glad you're a part of the family, and I really can't wait to see where you're going to take this in the next 12 months. Yeah. Peace, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, Marcus.